difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis. The Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Bruins headed toward the ball, and we're... And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oregon's offense who will have the football first. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And, David, I feel like every week defenses try to come up with plans to stop these two. No one's been able to do it yet. They get their passes completed. They throw touchdowns. And right now, this is a massive challenge for this defense today.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great receivers in the country that don't have the great trigger man. But he's got both. So they can attack the whole field. He can get it a multitude of ways. Like, these are two superstars at the top of their game.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Throwing more. Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it on the outside. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation, trying to get...
Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Seven-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Rush is on him. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, no secret. This guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dante Moore. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Ducks! He got it right inside the pylon. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that. So UCLA's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Gets the back moving. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Moore. Pocket breaking down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore to...
There's some room. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like...
Snags it and he's open. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He might want another play. Here's more to throw. Into the end zone. Ball is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be a penalty on the defense. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. Go straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team has put everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback Keith stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. drills it in. It's Hill. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll go play action with Moore. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll move the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Got it. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and get...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Iamaleava throws to the wideout. Got a man, it's Ellis. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, he's looking for more.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Motion from the back. Running inside, it's Knight. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Bruins send out the punt unit. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dante Moore moves away as he feels pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Got his man. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
All wideouts, no backs. There's the pressure. Complete to the right. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush.
Got some room in it to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Coming out with it, it's Morgan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Iamaleava. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Bruins head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Grabbed behind the line. It's Knight. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Knight. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Iamaleava. Got his man. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air. It's Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Running inside, it's Hill. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
There he goes. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And, man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here's Moore to throw. A little release to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down? And
he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Iamaleava. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. He's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they've both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Bringing the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. So the offense will have a fresh set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer call. Caught in the backfield. It's Morgan. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing.
Could be an alley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you... Turn it over.
They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
In the red area, it's Hill. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Quarterback keeps it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the run, it's Cox. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. Finding some room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Run inside. It's Cox. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected